welcome back to Bible Time. My name is Divina Sha, and today we're going to be reading out of our My Creative Bible. And I actually do have a coloring update for you guys today. So this one is just another highlighted verse, you could say, and it says, "Behold, I am with thee and will keep thee in all places whither thou goest, and will bring thee again unto this land." Into this land. And that is Genesis chapter 28, verse 15. Give you guys a nice little look there. All right. But what we are going to read today is chapter 46. But before we get started, let's go ahead and start off with prayer. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for everyone who watches this video. Dear Lord, may it reach as many people as it needs to reach, and may they all receive the message that they need to receive, dear Lord. Dear Lord, I just want to thank you for this new year once again, and for these new opportunities that are going to be coming our way. Opportunities to praise you, dear Lord. Amen. All right, guys. So jumping into it. Okay. It says, Jacob is comforted by God at Beersheba. And Israel took his journey with all that he had and came to Beersheba and offered sacrifices unto God of his father Isaac. And God spake unto Israel in the visions of the night and said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, Here am I. And he said, I am God, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make of thee a great nation. And I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again, and Joseph shall put his hand upon thine eyes. Jacob journeys to Egypt. And Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob their father and their little ones and their wives in the wagons which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. And they took their cattle and their goods which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt, Jacob and all his seed with him. His sons and his sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all his seed brought he with him into Egypt. And these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Jacob and his sons, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and the sons of Reuben, Hanok, Phalu, Hezron, and Carmi, and the sons of Simon, Jemuel, and Jamin, and Ohad, and Jachin, and Zohar, and Shaul, and the son of Canatish woman. You'll have to forgive me if I butcher any of these. And the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. And the sons of Judah, and Onan, and Shelah, and Pharez, and Zerah, and and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Pharez were Hezron and Hamul. Okay. So we're listing out all of Jacob's family, but two of Judah's children have already died, and so they were not able to make the journey to Egypt. And the sons of Issachar, Tola, and Phuvla, and Job, and Shimron. And the sons of Zebulun, Sered, and Elon, and Jahlil. These be the sons of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob in Padan Aram, with his daughter Dinah. All the souls of his sons and his daughters were 33. And the sons of Gad, Ziphion, Hagi, Shinu, Esbon, Eri, Arodi, and Areli. And the sons of Asher, Jimnah, Ishua, Isui, and Beriah, and Sarah, and their sister. And the sons of Beriah were Heber and Malachi. These are the sons of Zilpah, whom Laban gave to Leah his daughter, and these she bare unto Jacob, even 16 souls. The sons of Rachel, Jacob's wife, were Joseph and Benjamin. And unto Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim, which Asenath and the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On, bare unto him. And the sons of Benjamin were Belar and Becher and Ashbel, Gera, and and Ehi, and Rosh, and Muppim, and Hupim, and Ard. These are the sons of Rachel which were born to Jacob. All the souls were 14. And the sons of Dan, Hushim. And the sons of Naphtali, Jazil, Guni, Jezer, and Shilem. These are the sons of Bilhah, which Laban gave unto Rachel his daughter. And she bare these unto Jacob. All the souls were 7. All the souls that came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins, besides Jacob's sons' wives, all the souls were 66. And the sons of Joseph, which were born him in Egypt, were 2 souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob, which came into Egypt, were 70. Joseph comes to meet his father. And he sent Judah before him unto Joseph to direct his face unto Goshen, and they came into the land of Goshen. And Joseph made ready his chariot, and went up to meet Israel his father to Goshen, and present himself unto him. And he fell on his neck, and wept on his neck a good while. And Israel said unto Joseph, Now let me die, since I have seen thy face, because thou art yet alive. And Joseph said unto his brethren and unto his father's house, I will go up and shew Pharaoh, and say unto him, My brethren and my father's house, which were in the land of Canaan, are come unto me. And the men are shepherds, for their trade hath been to feed cattle, and they have brought their flocks and their herds, and all that they have. And it shall come to pass, when Pharaoh shall call you, and shall say, What is your occupation? That ye shall say, Thy servant's trade hath been about cattle from our youth, even until now, both we and also our fathers, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen, for every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians. And that is the end of chapter 46. So there was a good long portion there that was just listing all of Jacob's children and pretty much everyone in his family, everyone that came from him, I guess you could say, except for all of his sons' wives, the in-laws. So basically it starts off, Jacob has a conversation with God, and this is basically just God reassuring him that what his children are telling him is the truth. Joseph is in Egypt. He's going to go into Egypt, and God promises him that he's going to do right by him, and that Jacob's going to have a good life, and that Joseph is also going to have a good life. And so then Jacob journeys to Egypt, and he brings everybody with him, everything to all of their cattle and their sheep, everything they bring with them, every single one of his family members. Nobody is left behind. The only people that are technically left behind are those who are deceased. And then Joseph comes once Jacob arrives in Egypt, and he is just so overjoyed to see his dad again that he hugs him and he cries into his neck for a really long time, because, I can imagine why. I would probably do the same if it had been like 5 years since I'd seen my dad too. Especially if I thought that maybe I was never going to see him again. And so then Joseph basically just starts preparing them for when the Pharaoh calls upon them to talk to them. And he says, when he asks you, what do you guys do for a living? You are to tell him that you guys raise cattle from when you were very little up until now. And he says that for some reason every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians. So I don't exactly know why that is as of right now. I might have to do a little bit of research to understand that part better. But basically that is all that has happened in chapter 46. So now we can move on to our musical portion. They say this mountain can be moved. They say these chains never break. But they don't know you like we do. There is power in your name. We've heard that there is a way through. We've heard this tide never change. They haven't seen what you can do. There is power in your name. lost, for there is still an empty grave. God, we believe no matter what, there is power in your name. So much power in your name. Move the immovable, break the unbreakable. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. From the impossible, we'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. You are the way when there seems to be no way. We trust in you, God, you have the final say. You are the way when there seems to be no way. We trust in you, God, you have the final say. You have the final say. Move the immovable, break the unbreakable. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. From the impossible, we'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. Move the immovable, break the unbreakable. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. From the impossible, we'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. Word of the Lord came on